This video goes out to all my United States viewers who paid attention in 3rd grade social studies, cause we're gonna talk about the states, specifically Wyoming. If you're from somewhere else in the world and don't know how United States geography works, good luck. It's a good thing over half my viewer base is from the US, or that'd be a problem. Basically, I will be presenting my senior thesis for my major in environmental sciences. If we were to pretend I am an environmental sciences major with a senior thesis, which I'm not. Anyways, in this thesis, I will present the solution to creating an infinite supply of renewable energy for all of the United States, except for Hawaii and maybe Alaska, but they don't have the common courtesy to even be attached to the rest of the states, so who cares about them? I'll start by laying the basis for my theory. It's all centered around the state of Wyoming. If you haven't heard of the state of Wyoming, that's okay. I don't blame you. Even the people who invented Wyoming didn't know what it was. I mean, come on, it's in the name. It's like, Wyoming, or why is this a state? They didn't even know. They should have just divided it between the surrounding states, like this. Perfect. Anyways, if this is your first time hearing of Wyoming, I'll help you out a bit. I did some scholarly research on the subject of what a Wyoming even does, and here's what I found. A website that lists 8 reasons to move to Wyoming. That's right. Only 8. Not even in the double digits. I couldn't believe it. I'm sure with every other state you could find at least 12 reasons to move there. So, let's go through these 8 reasons. To start off, we have plenty of jobs, no pollution, and low crime, which I'm going to just attribute to having the lowest population out of all 50 states. Yep, even lower than North Dakota. Of course you're gonna have lots of job availability, no pollution, and a low crime rate if there aren't actually people to do those things. That's like saying the Sahara Desert has a low crime rate. Well, duh. So those 3 reasons are clearly irrelevant. Next we have affordability. Okay, I'll give them this one. It probably is cheap, but who would want to buy Wyoming in the first place? It's constantly windy and extremely boring to look at. It's literally a rectangle. Who would pay any significant amount of money for a rectangle? I would say the same for Colorado, but I live there, which probably triples the value. The last 4 reasons are pretty much things you can get other places. Wide open spaces, plenty of those in the West. Skiing and fishing, you can go to other places for that. All around health and well-being. Ever heard of a gym? And lastly, Yellowstone. If all of these logically sound reasons still haven't convinced you, I saved my ace in the hole for last. Ready for this. Wyoming has a city called Gillette. It's literally named after a shaving cream brand. What else do you even need? So, using irrefutable logic, reasoning, and cold hard facts, I have now established that Wyoming is by no means a necessary state. And while Wyoming may have run out of reasons to live there, there's something it won't be running out of. Wind. It's pretty much constantly windy there. I've been to Wyoming a grand total of a day and a half, and I already started to go crazy because of the wind. I think the only reason people actually live there is because if they try to leave, the wind just blows them back. But we can use this wind to our advantage. I think that we should just turn the entirety of Wyoming into a giant wind farm for the rest of the United States. First, you would have to force everyone who lived there out, but that shouldn't be too hard because it's just like 5 people or something. Then you cram as many wind turbines as physically possible all over Wyoming. Not to mention, it's kind of located in the center of the United States-ish, so you just connect a big power grid from Wyoming to everywhere else. And boom! Infinite renewable energy. Easy as that. The only downside to this? I've heard that wind turbines can pose a problem to bird populations because birds somehow get chopped up in the turbine blades. Fear not, I have a solution to this as well. You just cover Wyoming in a giant net. But first you'll have to get the birds that already live there out, so what you do is you surround its border with tons of breadcrumbs. Birds love delicious, nutritious breadcrumbs. It's great for them. So, there you have it. A foolproof and sensible plan on what to do with Wyoming. Elon Musk, if you're watching this, no stealing my idea. I call dibsies. But you're welcome to help fund it if you want. Not that I'll have a problem getting funding, because, who wouldn't want to support this? It's revolutionary, game-changing. This is how you make America great again. And thus concludes my thesis on what to do with Wyoming. Anyway, thanks, bye.